Hey, let's start with some news, right? You got Zoom AI workflows. You think Zoom is where meetings happen, but Zoom's new AI is about to become the brain that runs your entire business behind the scenes. Every call, every support ticket, every sales conversation can now auto update your CRM, trigger tasks, and launch follow ups across tools like Salesforce, Slack, and ServiceNow without you touching a thing. This video is the untold story of what Zoom's agentic AI actually means for entrepreneurs and how to turn your calls into cash producing workflows instead of graveyards of we should. Because if you keep relying on humans to copy notes and assigning tasks, you're building a horse and buggy operation in a self driving world. The old world, Zoom was a place to talk. Then humans, they had to remember, assign, and follow up. The new world, Zoom embeds agentic AI directly in workplace, phone, and CX. So every conversation can trigger end-to-end workflows across your stack. On a sales call, an agent can now listen, identify intent, pull context from Salesforce, and then auto create opportunities, tasks, and follow-up emails the second you hang up. In support, Zoom's virtual agent can orchestrate multi-step flows across CRM, billing, and ticketing to solve issues without a human touching five systems. This is exactly how Alex Hormozi will call increasing the likelihood of success while collapsing the time delay and the value equation. You're removing the gap between we decided and it's done, which makes your offer more valuable without changing the deliverable at all. As outlined in my AI Money Mass framework, this is the jump from disconnected tools to an actual system of action, strategy, structure, and speed. Zoom is actually offering you the speed pillar right out the box, and your job is to redesign the business around it, not just use it as a note taker. The uncomfortable truth is that if your operations depends on can someone update the CRM and you're still doing that, you're structurally slower than the competitors who have this wired into every interaction. And in the world of agentic workflows, slow doesn't just mean less productive. It means less profitable, less referable, and easier to replace. Most founders automate by boiling together Zoom, Slack, HubSpot, Notion, and a handful of zaps, then using humans as the glue. That works into call volume spikes, deals stack up, and suddenly your beautiful system depends on someone remembering to copy notes into the CRM. Picture this: a Zoom sales call ends, and the AI agent immediately tags the call, updates the pipeline stage, triggers a fast cash campaign if they didn't close, and enrolls them in a lead nurture sequence tuned to their objection. You've just wired fast cash, lead nurture, and lifetime value plays into the literal moment the call stops. That's the playbook stack. Money models to design the front end cash grab and back end continuity. Lead nurture to turn every no into not yet with automated personalized follow up. And lifetime value to use the data from those interactions to trigger upsells, cross sells, and renewals without human tracking. When Zoom becomes an execution brain, you stop asking, did someone send the upsell? And you start assuming if the conversation happened, the sequence is already in motion. At that point, you're not collecting tools, you're installing a money model that prints outcomes every time a human opens their laptop. Zoom's move into agentic AI is basically an invitation for you to step into the role I call a strategic architect. Your highest leverage is not doing the follow up, but designing the logic that decides what happens after every conversation. Russell Brunson gives you the perfect webinar and three secret structure: hook, story, and offer that converts attention into intent. Alex Hormozi gives you the monetization plays, pricing, fast cash, LTV, and retention that turn that intent into the maximum 30-day profit. Agentic AI turns those frameworks into living systems. Agents can listen to calls, classify beliefs and objections, and then route people into the right sequence, whether that's a downsell, a trial with penalty, or a continuity upgrade. You are now designing if this then money flows instead of this then task for humans. That's a completely different level of leverage than just building another funnel or another Zap. In my AI Money Mass framework, I talk about moving from reactive hustle to engineered growth, audit, strategy, structure, automation, and scale. Zoom Agentic Platform is giving you the automation and scale layers as primitives, and you just need to plug in the right logic. Founders who accept this role stop feeling busy and they start feeling dangerous. Every improvement to a call flow or script, an offer script, propagates through an automated execution layer touching thousands of interactions a month. Let's tie this together. Zoom is evolving from a meeting tool into an agentic systems of actions that can orchestrate workflows across workplace, phone, and CX. Alex Hormozi shows you how to design money models that make more in 30 days than it costs to acquire the customer. Russell Brunson gives you the story structure that converts strangers into buyers through webinar, content, and funnels. AI Money Map glues it all together into 4 implementation systems: lead, sales, delivery, and profit. And they run by intelligent automation instead of heroic effort. Zoom's agentic AI is simply the next execution layer, the place where those systems actually fire on every call, every chat, and every incoming support ticket. So your strategic question is no longer how do I take better notes? It's what money model do I want every conversation to trigger? That one shift changes how you think about every meeting on your calendar. Imagine your calendar for next week. Every sales call auto creates and advances deals, launches nurture, and schedules fast cash follow-ups. Every onboarding call auto builds a delivery workflow, tasks the team, and enroll clients into retention loops. Every support interaction auto updates turn risks, fires a save sequence, and surfaces LTV boosting offers to the rep. That's not nice to have automation. That's a structurally different business model. This is exactly what I do inside Money Maps. We take Alex Hormozi's playbooks, Russell Brunson's delivery frameworks, and Zoom-style agentic AI, and we map them into end-to-end revenue system for your specific business. So you stop duct taping zaps and you start installing an economic engine that runs on conversation. If you're the founder who feels like we have all the tools but still miss follow-ups, forget tasks, and bleed revenue, that's not a motivation problem. It's an architecture problem. And architecture is fixable, especially now that Zoom is giving us agentic primitives right where work already happens. Here's what to do next. First, audit 1 week of calls and list every manual step that happens after the conversation. Every update, task, message, and follow-up. Second, map each step to a play so you know the model you should be running. Third, design the first agentic workflow where Zoom kicks off that play automatically, starting with your highest value call type. If you want help doing this in a structured way, that's exactly what we walk through inside AI Money Maps. So if you're done collecting tools and ready to build an agentic revenue system where every Zoom call moves conversations to completion, join us. Hit me up, DM Money Map, because in the next 12 to 24 months, the real competitive advantage won't be who has the best ideas on calls. It will be whose calls execute themselves the fastest.